Salvage work continues at the Port of Long Beach after this scene behind me. Dozens of shipping containers suddenly falling off of a cargo ship into the water. That was yesterday, and that's where we find Fox 11's Ed Lascos with an update on the cleanup and the investigation into what exactly happened. Ed.
And Susan, we just don't know at this late hour what exactly happened as those containers were going down like dominoes, one after another. But we do know there are some concerns, some threats that are still going on. Let's get into that. Joe will give you a look in the darkness. There it is. That's the Mississippi, the massive cargo ship where they all let loose. But look at in the darkness, you could see the thousands and thousands of containers still on board. But notice how they are tilted, slanted at a 45-degree angle. They are still very unstable, still very unsafe. Just one of the many concerns here at the port. Watch. Pier G, the Port of Long Beach, where some of the cargo containers are still floating around. Others fished right out of the water after what's being called an unprecedented cargo spill.
This incident has not been seen like this, I would say, ever. We have not seen anything like this.
Containers crashing down like dominoes, one after the other, most in the water, others on a barge. But now, a day later, we're hearing the biggest concern is what you do not see. Some 30 containers now underwater, deep in the channel.
Surveyors to figure out where the containers are. So basically marking and understanding which submerged containers need to be removed.
And divers checking on another growing concern here, the cargo on those submerged containers.
There was a mention that lithium-ion batteries could be there, but then we further clarified, and we don't believe that in any of the containers that fell, that was a cargo.
And then there is still the thousands and thousands of containers that have shifted. They're all unstable aboard the Mississippi, while the Longshoremen's Union stresses human error here, not to blame.
There was no mooring lines that were snapped. There wasn't an explosion on the terminal that we know of that caused that. So when you ask the question, how often? It's very rare that you see what happened.
We still don't know why this all happened, the cargo containers letting loose, but we do know, as you watch them crash down, how very dangerous this is.
And sometimes people don't realize how dangerous this job is for the men and women who work on the docks. And here's an example of what could happen. Now, thank God that there was no injuries.
As Mario says, thank God, no injuries, no serious injuries, no one killed, as he was saying. Now you're looking live. That's the Mississippi, and you see those cargo containers we were talking about. You also see that crane that comes down to the right side. That is what they're using to hold them in place, to kind of secure that situation until they can get some more inspectors in there. But we don't even know when that's going to happen because it's just so unsafe on the cargo ship, on the barge. We do know, though, that the salvage operations will continue first thing in the morning. First light, they'll come in with more of those cranes and try to lift some of those containers off the barge. That seems to be the first area they want to move in just to get closer to do their inspections. For now, we're live here, Port of Long Beach. Back to the west side we go.
Just to see that video again. All right, Ed, thank you so much.